up after the way we played. But the key is you want to improve, and the key is hitting shots early. I think that's the key with a lot of teams. If you don't hit shots early, you tightened up, and that's what happened to us, and especially when you have so many youngsters. If you look today, at times, at one point, I know we had 4 freshmen on the floor. We may have had 5 freshmen on the floor. But the difference is they played with more poise and more confidence. Now, the second half, when UTEP made their run, you know, we got a little shaky at times when we had to go with experience and that, but I just thought overall we played more as a team this game. And, you know, I thought Friday we didn't play as well as a team.
As far as the shots, do you credit the jump? You improved 16% since Friday. Was it a different defense? Was it no first game nerves? Did you change anything schematically to get better looks for your players?
Oh, I think first of all, the first game Keely Froling was 0 for 7. She's a good shooter. She just hasn't practiced consistently. So once you get in the speed of the game, your legs get a little bit tired. So she kind of got that game under her, and I believe she ends up going 6 for 12 and hit a couple threes, and that makes a huge difference. You know, I thought Michaela Reese came in off the bench in the first half, was a nice little spark, hit some shots. But, you know, hey, you look at the shot that Alicia Froling hit, I believe put us up 2. That baseline shot was huge. That was a big shot. I thought at the end of the game, Mo managed our team. I thought Morgan really did a good job of being authoritative and settling us down. And that's huge when you have 2 point guards that didn't play last year. One redshirted and one's a freshman.
Mo was here last year, but like you said, she didn't play after transferring. She comes out with 7 assists to lead you tonight. Is that her biggest contribution, her distribution and setting up her teammates?
Well, Mo can shoot the ball. You know, she can. She got a little far out on her threes, but Mo can actually shoot the ball. But what I like the fact, you know, I've been on Mo about pushing the ball more and getting transition baskets. And you know, when Destiny's in the game, she is a great rim cut. You know, she makes the rim cut as good as anybody, and she's going to beat her post player down the floor. And Mo had a great pass to her the second half where she caught it. Those are the types of things your kids feed off. And I mean, Mo had a great pass in the lob to Destiny in the half court. So, you know, in those situations, you got to have a point guard that's poised enough and confident enough to make those passes and make those decisions.
Destiny obviously had a very strong game, 17 points, 15 rebounds, including 6 on the offensive end. Considering how much time she missed last year, is she just sort of scratching the surface of what she can be for you? She's doing a good job this year, doing a good job in practice, and last game hurt her because she got in foul trouble early, so that took her out of the game. And I said after the game, I said, what a difference it makes if you stay out of foul trouble. And sometimes, you know, she had some tough calls. But some legitimate calls the first game. They were legitimate calls, but I think she was aware of some of those calls and varied her moves a little bit more this game. But what I like, the stat I like with Destiny is the 15 rebounds. You know, it's nice to double-double, but as I said in there after the game, her pursuit of the ball is very good. Those rebounds didn't fall into her hands. Her pursuit of the basketball was excellent. Friday, you had questions, I guess, about the leadership from some of your upperclassmen. Today, you fell behind when UTEP had that big run at the start of the second half, and the team was able to regroup, retake the lead, pull out the win. What kind of leadership did you get today?
I thought they did everything they needed to. And, you know, even though KP struggled a little bit on the court today, she got in early foul trouble, and there's an example of early foul trouble, 2 fouls in the first 4 or 5 minutes, taking you out of your game. And she never really got herself going, but I'll tell you what, she hit a huge shot at the free throw line and that was a set call for her basically to create, to go one-on-one, and she did her job. And she's going to have a lot of pressure on her to perform, and she's probably not real happy with herself right now, but at the end she made the defensive play also that made the difference. You're
not in the same conference with UTEP any longer, but you've had a lot of battles over the years with them. There's always been a rivalry there. Now you go to another traditional rival playing TCU. What do you know about them, and what do you expect when you meet up with the Horned Frogs Wednesday?
You know, it's always a battle. TCU is going to be there. I mean, they had a good year last year. they got a heck of a point guard. A point guard has lit us up a few times, and she's going to let him fly. And you know, of course, I'll start watching them, but I do know that we know a lot of their players. They're a solid team. You know, they really had some nice games last year. Did some good things, especially from the previous year. They're a much improved team, and we got to find a way to slow down their point guard, because she really does. She is a very, very good player. She always plays well against us. And you know, when we go over to Fort Worth, or if they come over here, I mean, last year I think it was an overtime game, if I recall. You know, real high scoring 2-point game or something, but you know, it's always going to be a battle, and that's what you want your kids to do. You want them to battle. Like tonight, we battled. The biggest stat that I liked in this game tonight was 51-32, the rebounding edge. That was the biggest stat for me.
How strange is it to prepare for a day game during the week for your staff, for your players?
Well, we did this last year, and I hope it's very similar. We played Temple on a weekday during the day, and they brought in a lot of elementary kids. It was like their field trip. And even though those kids were rooting for Temple, it was just a great atmosphere. It was really neat to have all those kids in there, and you really couldn't tell they were just rooting. They were just clapping, and our kids loved it. So I'm hoping that we have the same atmosphere. I don't believe we're playing. I believe we're playing in their gym where their volleyball team plays in. So it'll be interesting. But to me, I rather play. I don't care as early. It's hard for me to wait for a 7 o'clock game. I love playing early games.
Thank you.